Okay, so this video is going to be about the Magna Carta. Okay, and we know that the Magna Carta is the oldest of those four key documents that we learned about last week in the civics lab. So we're going to go into a little bit more detail about why do we even care about this crazy old 800-year-old document. So what I'm going to do to help us learn about it is I'm actually going to put a piece of text up on the screen. Okay, so on the video screen. So you're going to see right here a little text. I'm going to read it. You can follow along with me. But if at any time you miss something, you can always just hit pause, read it for yourself, rewind, whatever you need to do. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to black the screen out, and I'm going to put the text up, and then I'm going to start reading. You just listen and follow along. Okay. So it says, written in Britain in 1215, the Magna Carta is one of the most important documents in history. It introduced many new and innovative ideas about government that have influenced societies for hundreds of years. For example, the Magna Carta was one of the first to introduce the idea of rule of law, which means that laws should apply to all people equally and fairly. The Magna Carta also introduced the concept of limited government by placing restrictions on the power of the British king. Also, the idea of due process was introduced in the Magna Carta. Due process is the concept that all people should be allowed to have a fair trial if they break a law. These three ideas in the Magna Carta have been very influential to governments throughout history, including the United States. So, with that text, having read that text, what I'm going to have you do now is answer three questions. Okay, that's going to be the whole DI box, is just three questions. So you can go ahead and number in your box, just 1, 2, 3. Okay, and each question is going to be about a different concept that was kind of invented or introduced, I should say, in the Magna Carta. So those were rule of law, limited government, and due process. So question 1 is just going to be, why do you think the Founding Fathers used the idea of rule of law from the Magna Carta? Number 2, very similar. It's going to be, why do you think the Founding Fathers used the idea of limited government from the Magna Carta? And number 3, again, very similar. Why do you think the Founding Fathers used the idea of due process from the Magna Carta? So again, remember, if you forgot what any of those mean, it's all in the text. So you just rewind, go back to the text, read it, find it. You can listen to me say it again, or you can just read it for yourself, whatever's easier for you. And then just answer those questions. I'd like probably 2 to 3 sentences per answer. It's possible you could just do 2 if you need a little more evidence, 3. But remember, I'm looking for a specific and clear answer for each question. I'll be walking around. If you have any questions that are not answered in the video, just feel free to raise your hand. I can come by and help you. But anything else should be available in the text that we read earlier. All right, good luck.